Good day, everybody. This is Brian Tarian here from the Disability Digest, and I'm excited for today. I have a special guest here that I expect you'll find his message inspiring and educational. So, Matt from Blind to Billionaire, it's his YouTube channel. It's here with us today. Welcome, Matt. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it. Great to have you. It's great to be here with you. And yeah, thanks so much for this opportunity. I really do appreciate it. This is cool.
Yeah, for sure. So, and looking at the work that you've done, just for the listeners out there, you were a young man when you lost your vision, age 35.
Yeah.
Retinitis pigmentosa. How do I do with the pronunciation?
It's perfect. Yep. It's great.
All right. And what's intriguing to me, and I use YouTube and I've followed your work, is that although you're absent of vision, you certainly aren't missing in ambition, and you've done a great job and have a supervision and helping educate people about disability-related issues, issues that many of which I've learned from you. I don't cover in the work that I'm doing. So I thank you for doing that. What I'd like to learn, and for the audience out there, is, what inspired you to do it? Walk us into the title, which I find fascinating.
Yeah. Sure. I'll try to make it quick. It's kind of a long story, but I'll try to kind of buzz through it. So it was actually in like 2017. I spent a number of years, I was very lost. I had no clue what I was doing. I had gone to college, but I kind of just left that because it just wasn't working for me anymore. I had no idea what I was doing. I was kind of working on and off a little bit here and there. I was just very lost. Let's just put it that way. I had no clue what I was doing. So I'd spend a lot of time on YouTube just watching random videos about anything and everything. I was just trying to learn something, trying to kind of figure out, who am I? What do I enjoy doing? And I was watching all these people on YouTube, and I thought, this is kind of cool. How do you do this? And I was like, I want to start a channel. I had no idea why I thought of that idea. It was in late 2017, probably around November time. And for whatever reason, I had this great idea. I'm going to start a channel, which is so uncharacteristic for me because I'm like not the type of person to sit and talk a whole lot. I'm actually a pretty quiet person. So for me to think of this idea was really like out there for me. But anyway, it took me quite a few months to kind of get things arranged, more like making excuses is what it basically came down to. And then eventually in April of 2018, my wife and I were going on vacation, and it was actually April 2nd is the day we like made the channel essentially. And I said, before we like leave, so we're actually going on a cruise. And I said, before we leave the port, I'm going to have at least one video uploaded. So, I mean, literally, we were sitting in San Juan, Puerto Rico, sitting at the port on the ship. And I was like, it's like an hour before we sail. And I was like, I got to make a video. So we ran up to the top deck, and I recorded like a 1:07 terrible video of me just saying basically like, hey, I'm going to start a channel. No clue what I'm going to talk about. And then I posted it, and I got like 7 views. And I was like, this is nuts. I got 7 views. This is crazy. You know what I mean? So it was just like, I don't know. And it was all history from there because I got a little bit of momentum behind that, and I got excited about it, and I was literally just uploading videos about anything and everything, kind of getting a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. It took me a very long time, but that's kind of how the whole thing started. And then over the course of the time, I started figuring out, like, what can I talk about? And I thought, well, what is something about me that I can talk about? And I thought, well, my vision loss story is kind of an interesting story, so I started talking about that, and the channel started growing. I started meeting a lot of really great people. And I just kind of made this commitment to be there as like an advocate / person that people could kind of lean on or talk to, or, just kind of build a community with a bunch of people that could find my videos to be valuable. So that's kind of the whole starting of the channel. And then here we are, over 4 years later. And
with a massive audience.
Yeah. So it's been a really interesting journey. That's for sure.
I think 7 views for your first video is really good.
I'm pretty sure it's my parents. You know what I mean? That goes.
Let's watch it again. We're proud of it.
Right. Yeah.
So was the channel name the same when you started? Was it
Yeah.
Blind to Billionaire? Okay.
It's always
All right.
been the same. Yep. Never changed it. Yep.
I want to just go back to your channel for a minute, not just
Okay.
a minute. Uh, and, and here's, maybe you see this with your audience, but at the Disability Digest, a lot of people are really struggling with, we've have this inflation's going up, and there was a bump in everybody's check, and they'll probably get another one, but it's not gonna make a huge difference. So people are
Yep.
really looking at what is it that they can do to supplement their income, which as a disability recipient, you can supplement your disability and keep your benefits. All that information is on my channel. I expect it is on Matt's as well. So
Yeah.
what advice do you have for somebody that is like, oh, all right, like kind of like you went through it. Like, what am I going to do? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So first off, what I would say to anybody is, trying to find work or get extra income as a disability recipient or somebody who's just disabled. It's tough. So, I mean, I think we all need to cross that bridge first off and just say it is a difficult process, right? And the thing that I had for a very long time too is I always thought like, oh, I don't know what I can do. I honestly have no clue what I can do. I struggled with that for a very long time where I thought, I know I need to go and do something. I know I need to get some extra income coming in here. I know I need to do something to contribute, but I have no idea what I can do, right? So I'd always look online like, oh, what can blind people do? And it's like, no, rather than asking what can blind people do, I always thought, what do I want to do? What can I do? What am I currently doing right now? So that's what I would encourage people to do is ask yourself, what are you currently doing right now? So for example, I have a friend who's blind also. He's a mechanic. He's like an expert, like small engines mechanic. He works on like lawnmowers and snow blowers and all kinds of stuff like that. And that's what he does. So I feel like, what are you currently doing now? What are you passionate about? What do you enjoy doing? What are you knowledgeable about? And then how can you monetize that? So for example, if somebody enjoys working on small engines or something, how can you, maybe provide a service to your neighbors or your family members, something like that, repair their engines or do like seasonal maintenance or whatever you have to do. And then just, how can you get some money out of that? Provide a service. How can you provide value to people is basically all it comes down to. So, yeah, that's what I really encourage people to do is just to kind of see, what are you already doing? And then just see, okay, I'm already doing X, Y, Z. Great. Now, how can I try to make some money from this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a story. We had a gentleman here, I'll keep his name generic, Peter, got approved for disability, got a nice back benefit check.
Okay.
Went out, bought an expensive lawnmower, like $6,000 lawnmower.
Oh,
And he
wow.
doesn't have a very big lawn.
Yeah.
And his wife, you think she was happy or upset? I think you know the answer.
But I'm seeing the
Right?
opportunity with this though too, But okay, I would say she's probably initially upset, but I feel like he might have a pretty good opportunity with this very expensive lawnmower he has.
Exactly. That's what he
Yep.
did. So he
Yep.
like talks to his neighbors. Okay, who's doing your lawn? What are they, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he had to fill in the piece about the weed whacking and the trimming. That was
Okay.
the most difficult piece. But now he's got his little business going. He's got a pouch in the back. They put the check or the money in there, and he's got it going on. So he spun that one around in situations like that. So right.
Yep.
Right.
And what's cool about his mower too is if he's using that mower as a business, he can write off a lot of things for it. Now, if he's using it personally as well, he can't use it. He can't write off stuff that he uses it personally for. But anything that's used for business purposes, he can start writing off the gas, the oil, and if he needs to make repairs, he can start writing that stuff off too. Great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. So cool stuff. That's awesome. I love stories like that.
Yeah. This it fascinates me as well.
Yeah.
So in your world, the YouTube world that you're in, if somebody's like, you know what, maybe I'd be interested in doing that. I mean, is there some general like structured process, like what's involved that maybe you could share with people so you can say like, all right, well, maybe I could do that?
Structure. I mean, literally, you got to start making videos. That's like, the hardest part a lot of times to do anything is starting. I mean, seriously, I know it sounds so basic, but the hardest part about anything for the most people, even me included, I'm not saying it's not me, for me included, anything is just starting. So the best thing I could say to do is if anybody wants to start a channel, just start making videos. That's it. Does not matter what it's about, because realistically, from the very start, the vast majority of the early videos are probably not going to get a ton of views anyway. So the whole point is getting comfortable in front of the video, in front of the camera, maybe kind of learning how to speak to a camera. It seems really weird. To me, it was very weird for a very long time. So that's one thing to get comfortable with. Maybe get a little bit comfortable with editing. I do very minimal editing on my videos. In fact, I just trim kind of the front and back of my videos. Otherwise, in the middle of my videos, I don't do any editing because I want people to see the real me. I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form. And I like to display that in my videos as well. So, I mean, it's literally just that. And then just start posting videos. And what I would say is just start talking about stuff that you might be already interested in, that you're knowledgeable about, or that you feel like would be valuable to other people to share. So I feel like those are kind of some of the pillars to share with a channel. And just, just keep at it. Yeah.
That's great advice. If somebody were to, I don't know, if this is too generic, you can just say, Brian, this is a tough one to answer, I get it. But if somebody was to produce say one video a day, right? Could they build a channel on like 5 videos a week?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yep. I don't know how else to confirm that more, but yes, absolutely. 1 video a day is even very ambitious for most people. I would say the vast majority of channels out there maybe do like 2-3 videos a week. I mean, that's a lot of people do that. There's even channels out there that have millions and millions of subs that do 1 video a month or 1 video a week. So, it depends on the kind of the genre that you're in. Like for what I do and what you do, Brian, we kind of keep up with current events, things like this. So with the videos that I do, I mean, I'm literally watching like 25 different news sources all day, every single day. So as things are hitting the wire, I'm literally making videos like on top of it immediately. So for me, I can't make 1 video a week. It just wouldn't work for me, right? So since I'm doing current events, kind of stuff like that. But for other channels, you can get away with 1, 2, 3 videos a week or 1 video a day. Yeah. I mean, if somebody wants to do that, by all means, you could build a channel pretty quickly doing that.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, there's people that have condition-specific information, and other hacks that they're doing or hobbies. So no, that's great advice. So, shooting a video might be 2 or 3 minutes long. Some of their content is different, but then you got to figure out the editing and the posting. But once you get that down, right? I mean, would it be somebody could do it in a couple hours of work a day?
Oh yeah, easily. Yep, easily. And that's something else that I would say too, is if somebody starts making videos, keep the videos short. Keep them, minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Don't try to make this 20-minute video. It's just not going to be a pleasant experience. I can tell you that much already. I tried it early on and it is tough. It's tough. So just make it easy on yourself, make small videos, share one little tidbit. Hey, went to the store today. I saved $5 on my $20 order by doing this one simple hack. Boom. You explained it in 2 minutes. Done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just super easy stuff. So make it quick. Just start, I would say, and then kind of build your way up from there. If you want to make longer videos, that's fine too. Otherwise, there's plenty of channels out there that just focus on 1 and 2 minute videos. That's fine too.
Good. Yeah. So listen, in closing, check it out. Blind to Billionaire, subscribe, share the videos, ring the bell. Matt, this has been fantastic. If I could get you back here again sometime, I'd love to do it. Great.
Sounds good. Thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Brian.